What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. This one's going to be doing my monthly, issue review for the Walking Dead comic book series, my monthly review for this month's issue of the Walking Dead comic book series, of course. This one's going to be for the Walking Dead issue 189, which is called Lines Are Drawn. So, another month, another issue of the Walking Dead comic book series, of course. We only have 3 issues left, 2 or 3, something like that. I think it's 3 more until Compendium 4 is finished. And by the way, I do actually have a Compendium 3. It's right there. So I might actually grab a Compendium 4 too, because I don't have Compendium 2 and 1 because I wasn't collecting it at that time. But when Compendium 3 came out, I did get that one. So I might get Compendium 4, but just to say, I think Compendium 4 easy is probably the worst compendium of all of them. But I mean, I don't want to hate on it too much because this was a pretty good issue of the Walking Dead comics. But you guys know how I feel about the comics right now, and a lot of people are feeling the same way. How it's a pretty slow storyline with the Commonwealth. It's really that simple. I feel like the Commonwealth storyline is not a storyline that's meant for a comic. It's meant for a TV series. It has a very big TV show feel to it. And I really wish that Rick was there and Maggie was there and other characters like this so they could have, because I mean, if you look at this issue, Rick is like the main part of the issue. You know, he is like the, like main character of the issue. Think about the TV series and how that's going to go. You know, it's a big question. But could you really see Daryl leading the Commonwealth? Does that really make sense? Michonne's leaving in season 10, so it's like, man, who on earth is going to do this? Could Maggie lead the Commonwealth? Actually, that would be pretty cool if Maggie led the Commonwealth. I would like that, to be honest. But they're going to have to change this somewhat because this is crazy. So, let's give our thoughts though on this month's issue of the Walking Dead comics, because I don't like hating on too much stuff. I mean, I already hated enough on the season 4 Blu-ray of Fear yesterday. So, and yes, I added it to the shelf for now. So, this month's issue, of course, we get to see like an explosion at the Commonwealth. We get to see Eugene and Stephanie and them escape from the zombies. We get to see like the fire extinguisher scene, and we get to see Mercer get out, of course, because of the explosion at the, because the wall kind of gets, like blown up or whatever, and then one of the guards is like, sorry, I didn't try enough, And, I mean, we get other stuff too, like Carl, Jesus, and, that group, they show up at the Commonwealth. We have Rick who talks to Pamela's son or whatever. I always forget his name, but he talks to him or whatever, and I like how he's like, the only reason why I'm keeping you alive is because I'm not going to kill you for what you've done, or something like that, So, Rick was awesome in this issue, though. That's one thing. Rick was really cool in this issue. I do like Commonwealth. I do like the Commonwealth version of Rick, around this time. I do like Rick at this time in the comics. He's really awesome. I'm so happy that we at least have him in the comic, But, we have all that stuff that goes through. Like I said, Eugene talks about, he talks about No Way Out, too, to Stephanie at one point, too, which I did like, I did like that scene. They escape from the zombies and stuff, and I did like the stuff with Eugene and Stephanie in this one, because Stephanie's kind of scared. She's never seen this type of thing before. And I'm trying to also think, like, I know in the Walking Dead TV series, we're probably further in time than in the comics in terms of how far in the zombie apocalypse we are. Because in the comic book series, like, I'm trying to think back, but it's like, I think we're only like maybe like 4 or 5 years into the zombie apocalypse, if that. And in the TV series, they're like 9 or 10 years in the zombie apocalypse. So when you compare those two, I mean, wow, that's crazy. But I mean, I guess either way you look at it, I mean, I guess that just makes the comic, better, because they can still have zombies that are actually, still standing. Because give it another 5 or 10 years in the zombie apocalypse, so you get to 15 or 20 years into the apocalypse, the zombies are probably going to fall apart. I'm surprised they haven't fell apart in the TV series already. They're pretty decayed, but they're not that decayed. I'm surprised. Are they all just new? Like, did they all just die? Like, I'm just like really? For the TV series, they're 10 years into the apocalypse, and the zombies are not, they haven't fallen apart. But in the comics, they're only probably 4 or 5 years into the apocalypse. So that's something to mention for sure. So when, Eugene and Stephanie are talking about No Way Out and stuff, I'm like, yeah, the zombies were way better back then. But yeah, right now with the zombies in the TV series versus the comics, you would tend to think the comic zombies would be, you know, kind of more difficult to kind of kill and take down than in the TV show, where, you know, it's like a decade into the zombie apocalypse almost, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So just something worth mentioning, I think. But yeah, we have Rick and of course Mercer, and, you know, Mercer gets like a you know, bottle thrown or whatever to his head or whatever at the end, and everybody's going to look at Rick, it looks like, for the answers. So we're going to have to see how this works out. But do I care much? No, but I mean, you know, because you guys know how I feel about the Commonwealth storyline, but I think the Commonwealth storyline has potential for the TV series, and that's why I think we just gotta kind of get through the terrible comic version, and, you know, kind of, but it's like I'm saying the Commonwealth is more meant for a TV show, but it's like, who are you going to have be the Rick, the version of Rick? Who are you going to have, you know, yeah, Eugene is there for sure, but, like, it's like, man, who knows what, they're like, seriously, I don't know, they're really going to have to change this, and they can't give all this to Daryl, like, they can't give all of Rick's parts to Daryl. They gotta figure this out somehow, and I hope they do have a plan, because, and I really do hope that Maggie returns, because I just don't know what they're going to do. Now, is Rick flying to the Commonwealth, and maybe in season 11 or 12, they'll make a big announcement and the movies will connect with the TV show? I don't know. Maybe. But, you know, that's a long way down the road. I would love to see Rick in the TV series again, to get to see these, you know, scenes. But it doesn't look like Andrew Lincoln is up for that. And I don't blame him, because he's been in the show for like 10 years now. But, you know, I think, honestly, if I'm being 100% honest, well, 9 years, if I'm being 100% honest, the Commonwealth is my least favorite storyline of the comic. And I don't want to hate on it too much. I don't want to beat up on it too much. But, man, they got to bring it. Because I feel like, you know, I feel like they are. Because we got 3 issues left. We have to see something big at the end of this compendium. And I feel like we are. And we're getting close to issue 200. So I feel like something's about to happen. And maybe someone really major is going to die. Or something really big is going to happen. It doesn't even have to be a death. But they really have to bring it for these next 3 issues to end off this compendium, because I feel like the first part of the compendium was really good with the Whisper War, Compendium 4, and now the stuff with the Commonwealth is just mess. So, and also too, this was released along with The Walking Dead Volume 31, which did release today, which I haven't even reviewed Volume 29 and Volume 30 of The Walking Dead comics. I stopped at issue 28 because Volume, 29 and Volume 30 were so bad that I just didn't review it. But do you guys want me to review Volume 31? Because if you do, I will buy it in the next couple days and do a review of that volume, for you guys. But, of course, I do want to pick up this issue, though, still. I will pick it up, but man, they really need to, you know, pick up this story for sure. I mean, write your comments below about this issue. You guys want to see me review the new volume that just got released today along with this single issue? Or do you guys just, you know, want to see my single issue reviews, and that's pretty much, that's it for you guys? Because, you know, I'm sure a lot of people don't really care much about my comic reviews right now because of how the comic is going. But still reviewing it, and I probably won't ever stop reviewing the comics unless it gets really bad. But, you know, I am reviewing it still. I'm going to have to see how the story goes. But, you know, definitely the TV series is a lot better than the comics right now, even with Rick in the comics, I feel like. So, write your comments in the comment section below. If you're new here, please subscribe for monthly Walking Dead single issue reviews, and also TV series reviews, Fear the Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, Stranger Things, The Plague, Made by Ender Free 78, all that kind of stuff. Of course, subscribe if you're new for all that stuff. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Write your comments below about this single issue, The Walking Dead. Did you like it? I thought it was okay. I'm going to give it like a 6 out of 10, I think, for this, for this month. I know that's a bit of a low score, but I feel like that's what this, that's about all I can give it, to be honest. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.